I honestly think a good react for a lot of Americans would be Summer Heights High.
Oh my god, we get it cancelled so fast.
Do you think so?
Yeah.
I actually thought it was one of his.
Oh, it's his best.
Definitely his best, but
there's no doubt. Like, it is so relatable as an Australian.
As an Australian, like it's funny when people from other countries say, "What's like the, what's the school like and stuff like that?" It's like watch.
Yeah, not Heartbreak High.
Yeah,
oh my
don't
god,
watch Heartbreak High. Watch Summer Heights High.
Okay, we're recording. I didn't realize. Hey everybody, Splint here. Welcome to Splint Reacts. If you are a returning subscriber, then guys, welcome back to the channel. Alright guys, so as you would know, Kel is pretty pregnant right now, but no fear, Trent is here.
Hello.
Yeah, so if you haven't met Trent already, we've done a couple of reactions on the channel. We've done The Green Mile. What else have we done?
Glass Onion.
No, we did the other one. The first one.
Knives
Out.
Knives Out.
And I think we did The Unbearable Weight of Massive Talent, which was one of the funniest movies I've seen in a long time. But anyways, today we're here to watch Stanley Kubrick's 2001 A Space Odyssey. So, I don't know anything about this movie. Trent?
It's like the granddaddy of sci-fi movies. I know that. And I've specifically not looked at anything about it. Anytime I see 2001 A Space Odyssey, I try to avoid because I'm like, I'm going to watch that one day. And I want it to be like a moment. So.
And could you just say that again into the microphone?
I haven't changed the mic. That's how it was before.
Was it? It was sideways?
I'm
sorry.
Because you said it would be too close.
Oh, I did, didn't I? Put it back then.
It's going to be ruined now.
I'm so sorry.
Oh, it doesn't feel right. Okay.
Okay.
2001 A Space Odyssey by Stanley Kubrick. Let's do it.
Enjoy the reaction, guys.
This really is a movie about space because it's just all black.
I was like, what is happening? I was like, surely.
I think it has like a bit of an intro.
I was like, I pressed play.
I know
the last 20 minutes is just a big screen.
I know that there's like a very iconic orchestral song at the start of this.
Dun, dun. Yeah, it's like the thing they used in the Barbie
dun,
movie.
dun, 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 dun.
Yeah.
Well, that was the reference to Space Odyssey.
Yeah. It's going to be in our face, isn't it? Good old MGM. Oh, look at that logo.
That was such a build-up for that. Oh, here we go. Now we got some real space. When was the moon landing? I feel like that's something that
we should know.
Yeah, because it's like literally the greatest achievement of mankind.
The dawn of man. Looking pretty desolate.
What do they classify as the dawn of man? Like Homo sapiens, or like when we stood up on two?
I think it depends who you ask.
Just a bunch of bros living life, aren't they? Don't have to worry about taxes, mortgages. There's some things where I like, if I don't get a reference, but it's clearly like a sci-fi thing, I'm like,
yeah.
It's probably Space Odyssey. I'll get it one day. Back to Desolate Wasteland. Nice. Are you going to use a tool for the first time? Or we've got the music happening again.
If I didn't believe it was someone in a suit before, I do now.
You don't think a chimp could do that?
No, I do, but like...
Because we did it. Now we're here.
Look, I believe that chimps can do that, okay? It just looked like a sick chimp was saying.
Space Odyssey. Oh! Oh!
That's a bit much. He's concussed.
That's it, you don't have to attack them all. You just have to attack one brutally so that the other ones get scared. Bit of a difference. Bit of a jump. Man, even now that looks so good. Like, I can't imagine the audience in 1968 watching this. I wonder how much of this at the time would have been theoretical. So this is where they thought that we'd be in 2001. To be honest with you, they're not far off. Like,
enjoy my singing, guys, because none of this will be available on YouTube. Grip shoes.
Yeah.
They're kind of cute. I'd wear
She's
them.
weightless. So she's trying to stay to the ground. That's why her pants are tied to her shoes. And I guess that's what the cap on her head to stop her hair from just...
Just let me know when that's off the screen.
What?
That spinny shit.
I think that's going to be in it for a while.
No, really?
Well, it's a space station.
No, but I can't look directly at it. No, but I can handle that. I can't handle it when it was like in the center.
I guess.
I was getting dizzy, guys.
We're going home. We've just spent 3 months calibrating the new antenna, Chelenka. What about you?
I'm just on my way up to Clavius.
Perhaps you can clear up the great big mystery about what has been going on up there. Well, it's just that for the past 2 weeks, some extremely odd things have been happening at Clavius.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Probably having some trouble with their equipment or something like that.
Yes. Yes, that's what we thought was the explanation at first, but it's been going on now for the past 10 days.
Oh.
You mean you haven't been able to contact anyone for the past 10 days?
That's right.
A little intrigue, a little mystery. Good.
I'm really not at liberty to discuss this.
But this epidemic could quite easily spread to our base. We should be given all the facts, Dr. Floyd.
I know.
I said no.
As I said, I'm not at liberty to discuss it.
Ooh. The gentleman's no.
What is...
Oh, there's
She's
going to be
serving
dehydrated
him.
meals.
It's just like puree.
I thought the whole point of dehydrating food and stuff was so that you could store it and like a lot easier. But she had a whole full tray.
It's 1968. It's 1968.
Normally a tray would be like a little plate like this.
Yeah.
She has a full tray and that's like one meal.
I always think of the microwave in Spy Kids.
Yeah, like in the first
like
movie, it's like, oh, pizza.
Oh my god, this would have blew your mind.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah.
I mean, even the way I'm thinking it's done is already blowing my mind still. Because it was probably a rotating, like, possibly a rotating set. And the camera stays in the same spot, so as the set rotates, she would walk.
Yeah.
It's like an Inception, but like, people were blown away by Inception doing that. This was 1968. It probably was like a whole room dedicated to it, like, flipping. Everything's like really satisfying to watch. It all happens at like the right speed. Oh my god, this place is huge. It actually looks like they've just taken little screens and just warped them like the size and just like put them over there.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you, Dr. Halverson.
like camera work.
Well, first of all, I bring a personal message from Dr. Howell, who has asked me to convey his deepest appreciation to all of you.
Man, I am all about this like one angle camera that just subtly changes.
Yeah.
Rather than like, imagine a movie now where it's like this meeting, just be constant chopping and changing.
You got camera B, camera A, etc., etc.
All the way to camera Z.
I understand that beyond it being a matter of principle, many of you are troubled by the concern and anxiety this story of an epidemic might cause to your relatives. The purpose of my visit here is to gather additional facts and opinions on the situation and to prepare a report to the council.
Dr. Floyd, have you any idea how much longer this cover story will have to be maintained?
I suppose it'll be maintained as long as deemed necessary by the council.
As there seems to be no more questions, I think we ought to get on with the briefing. Thank you, Dr. Floyd.
Thank you.
You're gonna see that camera, yeah.
That's so crazy. Like, the dude just bumped into the chair and completely moved it, and it's like, yeah, we'll just get wrong with that take.
Have you seen these yet?
Well, yeah, have a look at this.
Here's what started the whole thing.
When we first found it, we thought it might be an outcrop of magnetic rock, but all the geological evidence was against it. And not even a big nickel-iron meteorite could produce a field as intense as this.
Oh, magnetic field.
It seems pretty conclusive that it hasn't been covered up by natural erosion or other forces. It seems to have been deliberately buried.
Deliberately buried.
Okay.
Oh, so you've got a structure that's been deliberately buried that produces a magnetic field. Oh, it's the obelisk thing. Wait, so were the chimpanzees or the primates on the moon before? Or does this thing move? Well, I guess it does move because it just appeared one day in front of the primates.
But who buried it?
Now they're the primates.
You know, it's really funny. It's not funny, but like I was getting annoyed before because they were walking so slow because I forgot that they're meant
They're
to
on
be
the
in
moon.
space. Yeah. I was like, hurry up! In my head, I was thinking it.
Oh. Oh no. It's like a...
18 months later.
Let me see.
This was a big one.
The size matters a bit.
Something like space is probably important.
Whoa. It's got some length.
See? That's cool.
If I was an audience member in 1968, I would have just gone, oh, they filmed this in space. Like, that's just is what it is. Oh, how's that do you?
That's
fine?
fine. I can handle that. For whatever reason, it's the
Watching everything spin
watching it
around.
go like, yeah.
I have seen the Simpsons episode that references this.
I wasn't allowed to watch The Simpsons.
Yeah, we weren't meant to. Even now, there's some things that I'm like, yeah, they filmed this in space. I would assume that there's some sort of cut there. Yeah. So like two shots.
Yeah, yeah.
The crew of Discovery 1 consists of 5 men and one of the latest generation of the HAL 9000 computers. 3 of the 5 men were put aboard asleep.
Oh, I was wondering what those were.
Yeah, I figured that's what that was.
Spoke with the HAL 9000 computer, whom we learned one addresses as HAL. Good afternoon, HAL. How's everything going?
Good afternoon, Mr. Amer. Everything is going extremely well.
HAL, you have an enormous responsibility on this mission. You're the brain and central nervous system of the ship.
There's also a Futurama episode that references all this.
Oh, I like Futurama.
In talking to the computer, one gets the sense that he is capable of emotional responses. Do you believe that HAL has genuine emotions?
Well, he acts like he has genuine emotion.
Ooh.
But as to whether or not he has real feelings is something I don't think anyone can truthfully answer.
What do you think? If a machine can act sad, do you think it's sad?
No.
I don't know.
I've never completely freed myself of the suspicion that there are some extremely odd things about this mission. I'm sure you'll agree there's some truth in what I say.
HAL's getting a little bit sentient.
I've just picked up a fault in the AE-35 unit. It's going to go 100% failure within 72 hours.
Jesus, alright.
Would you say we have a reliable 72 hours to failure?
Yes, that's a completely reliable figure.
HAL has like a very calming voice, but also pretty creepy.
I do love how much intricacy and detail and effort has gone into each of these shots.
Oh, love it.
It's been incredible to actually look at, even though some of it does make me quite dizzy.
It's cool that there's no noise because like space is a vacuum, obviously. I think just like the long shots and the music or the lack of music, it just really adds to the suspense of what's happening. Like, I don't know if something's going to go right or wrong. Pretty cool how, like, even though the sun would be very far away, it's still shining so much light on them. If you broke anything, it's like, if you broke anything, it just,
Why am I
you
nervous?
just go down to the hardware store and get another one.
Oh, fuck. I don't know why I expected an explosion. I like fully jumped into the silence.
Well, hell, I'm damned if I can find anything wrong with it.
Yes. I would recommend that we put the unit back in operation and let it fail. It should then be a simple matter to track down the cause. We can certainly afford to be out of communication for the short time it will take to replace it.
Okay. Is HAL evil? What happened in
Can a computer be evil?
What happened in the Futurama episode?
Are you certain there's never been any case of even the most insignificant computer error?
None whatsoever, Frank.
A little stern on that one.
Open the door, Hal.
I hate how the door doesn't go all the way. It still has that little corner piece.
Yeah.
What a gripe to have.
Rotate the pod, please, Hal. Yeah, I'm sure we're okay. Well, what do you think?
Surely it can analyze and read lips, right? Sure.
Look, Dave, I can't put my finger on it, but I sense something strange about him.
Still, I can't think of a good reason not to put back the number 1 unit and carry on with the failure mode analysis.
No, I agree about that.
Well, let's get on with it.
There isn't a single aspect of ship operations that's not under his control. If he were proven to be malfunctioning, I wouldn't see how we'd have any choice but disconnection.
That is Ominous.
What'd you say before?
There you go.
See, every time that a concept like this comes up where they're like, the machines are smarter than us, I'm like,
oh,
tell that to my printer.
So now they're putting the original part back in.
But Hal knows because he was reading lips. So, you know.
Oh.
Is that Hal being a dick?
It might be Hal. That
Rotate
ship looks like it's ready to box.
Please. Oh my god. That's low-key really scary.
Oh! Oh, terrifying.
For sure.
Well, he's dead.
Do you know what happened?
I'm sorry, Dave. I don't have enough information.
Open the pod door, Hal.
I hope this guy doesn't die. It's definitely. I would love to talk about space more. God, you could easily snap his neck doing that. I feel like you could have used the smaller hands and not like the bigger claws.
Yeah. Okay, but like now what?
Well, he could take him back into the ship like
him.
that. Yeah, he could take him back into the ship like that.
So is all of this happening because Hal got offended?
I think
that
so.
They said, how did you make this mistake? And then Hal got offended? Like right before he said it's human error.
I definitely think it's because Hal's just a dick. He's killing all the people in cryogenic sleep. Oh god, can you imagine that? Can you imagine coming back to the ship and finding out that like all the scientists are dead? And you're just like, this is for nothing.
Oh my god, Hal? You know, I didn't know what to expect with this movie, but it wasn't this.
I think they're the best movies.
He's not gonna open it.
It's
Open the pod bay doors, please, Hal.
the big ship looks mad at the little ship.
Hello, Hal, do you read me? Do you read me, Hal?
Affirmative, Dave.
Oh.
I know that you and Frank were planning to disconnect me, and I'm afraid that's something I cannot allow to happen.
Is Hal on his own mission?
To do what?
Something about the monolith, I would assume. Aww. How did he have more propulsion than the ship, unless the ship is slowing down somehow?
So he's gonna chance this.
What?
He's gonna chance this emergency airlock. Why am I nervous?
So I guess normally they would step out of their pod in their suit and like spacewalk into it.
I'm so weirdly nervous.
Like, this is what builds suspense. This is crazy. Like, I am in space right now. Like, I am immersed as hell into this. Ooh.
It's that caution explosive bolts. Again.
Oh, I think I see what he's doing. He's gonna try and blow the other door so he gets sucked into the so he gets sucked in.
Oh, well done.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
But there's no air in there. Surely you wouldn't be able to. I wonder how long you can actually survive in the vacuum of space. So that's what explosive bolts means, I guess.
Yeah.
They just go. Yeah.
Well done.
Just what do you think you're doing, Dave? I really think I'm entitled to an answer to that question.
Hal, you can lick my shoe.
I know everything hasn't been quite right with me.
Just an understatement.
Look, Dave. I can see you're really upset about this.
I love because he can't do anything physically, he's gone, like, psychologically.
Take a stress pill and think things
Take a
over.
stress pill. You take a stress pill. You murdered 4 people.
Dave. Stop. Stop. Will you?
Do you think he knows that the others are dead?
Yeah.
I'm afraid. I'm afraid.
I do like that they keep switching these camera angles as well.
And they all look like how they should be. Like, it's weird to say, but like, because in one shot he was like upside down, but then if you change the angle, then it's like right way up.
Daisy.
I think that's real.
The song.
I think they were like one of the first things they were able to make a computer do was sing a song, and it actually might be this song, Daisy.
Oh.
Yeah.
Let us know in the comments.
This is a pre-recorded briefing made prior to your departure, and which for security reasons has been known on board only by your HAL 9000.
Ooh.
The 4-million-year-old black monolith has remained completely inert. Its origin and purpose still a total mystery.
I know it's not ending there. Okay. I was about to get so angry. It's gonna be like, no!
Okay. Oh, he's going into the 5th dimension.
Oh.
God, I have a sinking feeling that this is going to have so many, like, it's going to end with so many open questions.
Hope not, because I hate not getting answers.
This is like the part in 1968 where everyone in the movie theater, like, looking around like, is everyone else watching this? Or like,
are we high?
Like, you look to the person at the end of your row, like, and they're like, well, here we go. We've got the ship back, I think.
Is that the ship?
It might be a sperm.
I was thinking it.
We might be going through a uterus right now. Are we like restarting life here? I'm so interested to see what happens after this.
I tell you what, if we don't know what happens after, like if it doesn't have a nice little bow on it by the end, I'm gonna be pissy because
I don't think it's going to.
I'm gonna be upset.
I think you need to lower your expectations on that. I feel it like it's got nothing going on.
I hope he wakes up and it was
has
all
nothing
a dream.
but everything. Huh?
I hope he wakes up and it was all a dream.
Oh, got color back. Normal color.
we? Hell. So confused.
I'm gonna think that he's in a fifth dimensional plane, and they've made this, and the fifth dimensional beings have made this room as not to freak him out.
Okay. Oh, he's old. God, I've been like picking at my nail bits this whole last part of this movie.
Is it stressing you out, giving you anxiety?
A little bit. I need answers.
Oh no.
No.
Uh-oh.
I'm about to be so pissed.
So it's him, but old. Oh god, you look so pissed.
So angry. This is what happens when I get emotionally invested. What the f is happening?
Oh. Is that like reincarnation?
Are you confused?
If someone asked you in 1968, oh, what do you think of the movie? How was it? You'd probably just have to be like, you just need to see it.
You enjoyed it?
Yeah, I definitely wouldn't watch it again anytime soon, but like, yeah, I definitely enjoyed it.
I definitely would not watch it again. I didn't hate it though. I thought that there were a lot of positives about it. So like, I thought that the sets were really beautiful and it was really well shot with how they did things, especially for 68. And it pulled me in with the HAL thing. And then as soon as that last 5 to 10 minutes, I just I don't like not having answers to things. And I get there's some instances where directors or writers or screenwriters will leave things up to the imagination of the viewer. Yeah, or open for interpretation. I needed answers, I think, for this movie, and I don't like that I didn't get them.
I personally think that if you were given answers about like the monolith and where it came from or like all that sort of stuff, I think it would have ruined it. I do like the fact that it was open for interpretation or even like just ambiguous in how it is. Yeah, I think it would have ruined it if you got too many answers.
I would have liked some. Like, I get that. Like, I actually didn't mind like the what is it? What do they call it?
Monolith.
Yeah, I didn't mind that. What I minded was not knowing where he ended up.
Well, it was an object.
And
I don't know. I took it as it's an object of unknown origins. We know that it's very incredibly old. We know that it was connected with something to do with something on Jupiter for whatever reason. I don't know. It's like I'm guessing that it touches on things like the circle of life, or touches on things that are cyclical, or things repeating themselves. Maybe.
okay. I'm glad you enjoyed it. I did enjoy it. I have a bad habit of getting angry when things don't end the way that I want them to. If you watched my Lord of the Rings reaction, you probably saw how I felt about that. But I don't know. I think that's a me thing. It's a personality thing. I don't like it. I need pretty bows wrapping it all up nicely together. I need it with a pretty bow and put on the shelf. Sorry about it.
I think there's some things like Harry Potter, for instance. I'm glad that tied up all right, and whereas if it had an ending like that, I would be annoyed. If there was 8 movies where at the end it was like that, and it's like, wait, what?
Yeah, it's definitely just a me thing. Like, even though I didn't like the way Lord of the Rings ended, it still was wrapped up nicely with a bow. But it's just a me thing. It's just how I enjoy movies. I don't think I have anything else to say. I think I'm just frustrated by the ending, particularly the giant baby looking down to them. Anyways, that's just me.
I think if you watch, when you watch Star Wars, you're going to see a lot of it being inspired by this. And then things like Gravity, Interstellar, I think, there's going to be a lot of that cinematic callbacks. Anyway. All right, now we're going to look at a bunch of pop culture references based on 2001.
I'm just curious,
A Space
guys.
Odyssey. Oh, okay. Well, yeah, New Hope. The Martian, yeah.
Sucks. Well, is this inspiration or is it just similarities, really?
No, I mean, I would say the camera. I think it's one of those things where without A Space Odyssey, these scenes wouldn't exist.
Okay, right.
Or at least these scenes wouldn't exist the way that they do. I mean, that one's literally just
Community.
Yeah, there's a Simpsons one. Oh, you're gonna hate that scene in Interstellar.
Open the pod bay doors, Hal.
I'm sorry, Dave. I'm afraid I can't do that.
Open the doors, Hoff.
I'm sorry, Fury.
Hoff 9000.
Maybe the baby thing weirds me out because I fear babies. Okay.
Nice.
Well, that one was courtesy of Troas Coolurus, if I'm saying that correctly.
Trey Colez.
Trey Colez. Is that how you say it?
Yeah, I think it's French.
Okay. So check out the channel, guys, if you're interested in watching more of those tributes. I guess that was Stanley Kubrick's 2001: A Space Odyssey, done and dusted. Thank you so much for joining us. I guess the only other thing we'll let you know is that the Star Wars will probably be coming soon. Hopefully I enjoy that a lot more than I did.
That one ties up quite neatly in a nice bow.
Glad to hear it.
And yet they still made more movies.
Yeah, so Trent will actually probably be joining in for those reactions. So stay tuned. We're not sure when they're coming at this point, but we're working on setting up a schedule. So expect those reactions to come to the channel as well. Thanks so much for watching, you guys. If you enjoyed this reaction, please remember to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel for future movie reactions and other videos that we'll be dropping along the way. I will see you guys in the next one.
Yeah. Peace.